Welcome to the Nintendo Powers Unboxing, guys. It's your boy, Nice193, and we're back with another unboxing. That's right, we had one yesterday, but in the lead up to Splatoon 2, I just want to go ahead and unbox as many Splatoon items as I can from now until Friday. That's right, it's not really Splatoon week, but we're going to give it a Splatoon mini week. That's right, guys, Splatoon mini week. I know, it's weird, but it is what it is. And what we have here today is the Power A Joy-Con Comfort Grip for Splatoon 2. Now, I love Splatoon on the Wii U. It was one of my favorite games on that console, and knowing that Splatoon is going to be on the Switch in a matter of a few days, it's thrilling. It really is. I love the thought of it, and it just shows how on point Nintendo has been since launching the Switch back in March. So, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at this box. So the box is pretty basic, just like all Nintendo, accessories tend to be. So on the left corner of the box, you have the Nintendo Switch logo. Over on the right side, you have the Splatoon 2 logo, which I love. I just love the way they made the 2 look on this box. Over in the center of the box, you have this great picture of the Joy-Con Comfort Grip. To the left of that, it gives you the description of the item. It's the Joy-Con Comfort Grip, and it says it again in French. On the left hand corner of the box, we have the Nintendo seal of quality, and on the right hand corner of the box, you have the Power A logo. Now let's go ahead and get this box turned over so we can take a look at the side. So there's pretty much not a lot going on here on the side of the box. You have an image of one of the handles, pretty much, and the Nintendo Switch logo. It's pretty basic. Here on the back of the box, we don't have very much of anything either. It just has a picture of one of the Joy-Cons being slipped into its socket and a picture of a Joy-Con that's already in place, but you get to see the great Splatoon imagery right there in the center of the Joy-Con grip. Not a whole lot else, just your Power A logos and some basic, chatter here and there about what the Joy-Con grip will do for you. Alright, here's the other side of the box. This is a much better picture, but it's still just another weird angle of the Joy-Con grip, but again, you get all that great Splatoon 2 imagery on this side of the box. Let's go ahead and get it open so we can see what the grip looks like outside of the box. Okay, grip's out of the box and it looks beautiful. I love this imagery. It all looks really great. The Joy-Con itself, the grip itself, it feels a little weird. The back of it, the green parts of it, they're rubberized. So the texture's a little bit off, especially if you're comparing it to the standard Joy-Con grip. And it's a little bit bigger, a little bit wider. I can see how it's a little bit more comfortable than the standard Joy-Con grip. The only thing I have a problem with is the green ridges, which you can see poking out at the top. They form a groove, and your fingers kind of instantly want to go there. But if you're playing a game like Splatoon or Breath of the Wild, and you need to use the ZR and the ZL, your fingers are going to rest higher than where the groove is on this Joy-Con grip. So it's a little off feeling, but it doesn't really hurt it either. It's just a little bit different. It's something that you're going to have to get used to during gameplay. I can instantly see myself trying to hit, the ZL or the ZR, and instantly, because of those knobs, I'm going to have my fingers there by accident. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit of getting used to, but I'm certain that once you're used to it, you won't have that issue very much anymore. Alright guys, let's go ahead and test out the functionality real quick. So I've gone ahead and I've slipped my Joy-Cons into the grip, and I just want to go ahead and show off all the different color combinations that I can personally do with the Joy-Cons that I have available to me. Now I know this is probably going to look best with the green and pink Joy-Cons that are going to be coming out, the official Splatoon 2 Joy-Cons, but for right now, we'll just show you what I have. Now I'm seriously contemplating buying those pink and green Joy-Cons just so they can look amazing in this Joy-Con grip. Anyway guys, don't go anywhere, we're going to come back with score time. Alright guys, it is score time, my favorite time. Why? Because I get to tell you whether or not something is worth your hard-earned money. So let's go ahead and start with the appearance. This thing looks great. It looks great with whatever color combination you can possibly hook it up with. So my favorite combination right now is the double red. It looks great. And when they release the official pink and green Callie Marie style, you know, Joy-Cons, they're gonna look spectacular on this thing. I really wish I had them so I could have shown them here in this video, but unfortunately I won't be able to get that done. But, you know, maybe I can go ahead and hook them up with the neon green arms, you know, the next time I see Mario After Party, because he did get those Joy-Cons. Anyway guys, back to its appearance. It looks great, it really does. I love all the Splatoon 2 imagery right there in the center. It really pops and it makes it stand out from the standard Joy-Con that you get when you purchase a Nintendo Switch. And that's how you're really staying fresh when you're playing Splatoon. So as far as its appearance is concerned, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 10. Now, moving on to its functionality. This is a Joy-Con grip. You're pretty much just relying on the Joy-Cons, but using them as a more traditional style controller. Now this is great except for the ridges on the back. They're kind of an impediment. They just do not feel right. Your fingers instantly gravitate towards them, and that's not where your fingers need to be when you're playing with the Joy-Cons like this. Your Joy-Cons need to be up on the ZL and the ZR button, but they're instantly going to feel those ridges at the back of the Joy-Con grip, and they're going to go straight for it. This controller would have been far better had they made those ridges just smaller, or not had them there at all like they do on the standard Joy-Con grip. It's a minor flaw that could cause a lot of issues during gameplay sessions when you're first getting used to this Joy-Con grip. Now, because of that, because there's, you know, that learning curve of learning how to use it, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna give its functionality a 7. So I'm gonna give it a 10 for its appearance, a 7 for its functionality. For the final score, I'm gonna give it an 8.5. That's a really good score on such a minor accessory. So guys, this thing is retailing currently at $15.99, which is a pretty fair price. It's a little bit cheaper than buying, you know, any of the other charging grips officially made by Nintendo, especially if you're gonna buy the charging grip, which is gonna run you about 30 bucks. Now, unfortunately, this thing will not charge like the charging grip, and you know, just depending on how you feel about those nudges on the back, that's going to determine on whether or not you feel this is worth the money. Personally, we're going to go ahead and give it the official Nintendo Power Zone seal of quality. This thing deserves it. We like it. It looks great. And you're going to get used to it after a while. So it's not a big deal. So guys, I got to go ahead and let you go. But before I do, got to hit you with the social media links. You can hit me up on Twitter at Nice1983. You can email me at nice1983@gmail.com. You can hit me up on Facebook, facebook.com/NintendoPowerZone. If you're a fan of the Nintendo Power Zone podcast, you can always download new episodes on iTunes, Google Play Music, stream new episodes on Stitcher Radio. But if you want to watch the show live, you can catch us right here on YouTube, youtube.com/user/thearticle, THAARTICLE. Guys, that's going to be it for this episode of Nintendo Power Zone Boxing. Don't get cooked. Stay off the hook. Deuces.